All right, welcome back, everybody, to episode 14 of the Cinephile Rehab podcast.
14.
CRP, is that right? Cinephile Rehab podcast.
Yes. You kind of threw me off there.
Yeah.
I was like, what is he talking about?
Anyway, my name is Phil.
I am Ryan. And then to our right,
Julia.
The lady in the room.
Julia.
Mm-hmm.
We just want to give her a big shout out because tomorrow is her birthday. Everybody.
Her B-Day.
Her B-Day.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
You made it.
I made it.
Damn, what was that?
That was a cat.
Oh,
Cat,
shit. I
losing-
thought it was a
losing
gunshot.
it.
I was like, we need to hit the floor. All right.
Not
hit her
this
head.
neighborhood.
So what we got on the docket?
Up next, we're continuing our movies of the decade segment.
Films of the decade. Which
Call this a
decade?
super segment, say. Yeah.
2010 to
The
2019.
2010s.
Through the up to 2019.
Yep.
Running out of decades.
I
We
know.
are. We're almost caught
We're
up.
almost done. Yeah, we're almost caught up.
I'll just jump right into it. So, up first, I got a film that really caught me by surprise, and it's one of my favorites now, I would say, and that is Nightcrawler. with
Yes.
Jake
Oh,
Gyllenhaal.
nice.
Yeah. It's probably his best performance
Right.
ever.
Yeah.
Ever.
Came out in 2014. I forgot who directed it, but it's
Shit. I feel like I should know this. Anyways,
it's somebody well known, but I can't
Yeah.
remember.
Yeah.
the director of Nightcrawler.
I think it's somebody you guys have talked about.
Possibly.
No,
I'll look it up.
I don't think we've ever talked about him.
It's the same guy who made Drive, right?
No,
No?
that's Nicholas Winding Refn.
Oh.
I may have butchered that name. I don't know. Dan Gilroy. That's his
Okay.
name.
Okay.
He's only made a few. I think that was his first film, to be honest with you.
Damn. Well, he really
sure
fucking
was.
killed it
Yeah.
on his first try,
Yeah.
if that's the case.
That's one of the first things I ever saw Riz Ahmed in.
Oh, yeah.
And
Yeah.
he plays the driver, right?
He plays, yeah. He's like the Gyllenhaal's like sidekick.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Nightcrawler, great film from the 2010s. Up next, I got Whiplash.
Yes.
I have that too.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed that movie.
It's probably got one of the greatest endings
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
of all
Definitely.
time.
I only
definitely.
saw it, I think, last year, but it's a great
Oh, yeah.
movie.
It brings me to tears every time.
yeah.
That ending it is so well done. So
Right.
the editing is a master class.
Yeah, it is truly a good movie.
Mhm.
I agree.
It's also from 2014.
Damn.
Stars, what's his name? Miles Teller. Is that
Yeah,
right?
Miles Teller,
And,
J.K.
J-
Simmons.
J.K.
Yeah,
Simmons,
J.K.
yeah.
Simmons.
Won his Oscar for that role.
Mm-hmm. Directed by Damien Chazelle.
Much deserved.
Mm-hmm. Then up next, we got Hell or High Water.
Yes.
I knew you
That is
guys
on
would put
mine
that on.
as well.
I knew you guys would have that on.
Oh, that is
Yep.
that movie. The more I watch it, just creeps up my
Right.
top movies of all time list.
It's a simple, fun, like modern day Western
Yes.
heist movie. you know?
Yes. And I love when there's two different circumstances I love with actors is like Ben Foster. I think he's an underrated actor.
Mhm.
And him
I like Ben Foster.
playing the other brother in that film is one of his greatest
Oh,
performances.
definitely.
And then I love when an actor like Chris Pine, who we only know him for like Star Trek
Right.
up to that point.
Right.
And that was a big dramatic role for him. And he
Mhm.
really pulled it off too.
Yeah, he fucking killed
All
it.
the performances in that film, all
Right.
across the board are
Mm-hmm.
good. All the way down to Jeff Bridges.
Jeff
and
Bridges, definitely.
all the way down to the waitress.
Oh, yeah.
What ain't you having?
I ain't speeding. Up next, I got Spotlight.
Yes.
Michael
Oh,
Keaton, Mark Ruffalo. And
phew.
It's
That is
about the,
it's a rough
yeah,
topic, everybody.
it's about the newspaper that uncovered the Catholic. What's the polite way to say it?
Pedophiles.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, she went with it.
Yep. Yeah. All the high up
Yep.
ranking priests and stuff.
Yep.
They uncovered how.
Taking advantage of
I won't say anything else, but
One of Michael Keaton's best.
oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Really great film. Up next, I got Uncut Gems.
Oh, yes.
Oh, I
Barely
forgot that
made it.
came
Come
out.
out in 2019.
Yes.
I didn't put it on my list. I forgot
Talk-
about it.
Talk about a movie that was meant for movie theaters.
Right. You got to take a Xanax before you watch that.
Golly.
Yeah, it'll make it's really it's not action packed, but it somehow still keeps you on the edge of your seat. you
Right.
know?
Yes.
The action is different, we should say. Like,
Very. The action is more of like, I don't even know how to describe
it's
it.
not car chases and explosions and
No,
gunfights.
it's just a dude making bad decisions.
Right, yeah.
And you know where he's headed.
You want to just grab him and choke him.
Yes. Yes. It is a crime against humanity that Adam Sandler did not get any nomination
Oh
for
yeah,
that.
definitely.
Right.
Definitely his best performance.
I do agree that it's his best too.
Definitely his best.
And rounding off my list, I know we shit on superhero movies a lot here, but I had to put Logan on the list.
I put Logan on my list. I'm glad you did too.
Yeah, it was a great send off for
Yes.
the Wolverine character, Hugh Jackman as Wolverine.
Yeah, I have Logan too.
Right.
I really enjoyed that.
That
movie.
honestly could be the best superhero movie of all time.
Right.
So good.
Right. They are bringing him back in Deadpool, which diminishes it just a little bit.
Yeah.
But since it's Deadpool, I'll allow it.
Yeah.
So if they were making like a Logan 2, I'd be pissed.
Oh,
you know?
yeah. Logan had the most perfect ending to a
Yeah.
character, you know.
Yeah.
When she turns that thing sideways into an X at the end.
yeah.
Oh, my God.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
It was so good.
I was already
loved
fucked
it.
up emotionally leading into that part, and that just fucking hit me again. I was like, motherfucker, man.
Right.
Damn it. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Hell of a list over there. Hell of a list.
Yeah, that's all I got.
It's a good list.
So you said Spotlight.
Mhm.
I got Birdman.
Okay.
I had
Michael Keaton again.
I had the pleasure of seeing that in theaters because I wanted to see the big one shot that they did, you know.
Mhm. It was edited to look like all one shot.
Yeah,
right?
I mean,
yeah.
it wasn't all one shot, but
Oh,
it definitely,
yeah.
definitely probably Michael Keaton's best role,
Right.
honestly.
And real quick, speaking of Michael Keaton, I'd like to mention The Founder as well. Came out in
Yes,
2016.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
I just
Yeah.
watched that not like a month ago. I really liked it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a
where
really good one. 12 Years a Slave.
Mhm. Yeah.
I didn't put that
I just
on my
have
list
to-
because that's not
I
something
have to
that
put
I will
it out
think about
there.
again.
Yeah.
That's
It's a rough movie.
That is an essential movie. You know,
Mhm.
that's probably it's definitely the most harshest depiction of slavery.
It doesn't hold back.
It does not hold back at all. Moonlight.
Yeah.
Uh,
I've only seen it once, but I remember it being pretty good.
it's such a great film.
It's kind of the one that put A24 on the map, right?
Mhm. It was their first Best Picture win.
And that's the one where they fucked it up
Yep.
too, right?
They
yeah.
accidentally had the best director.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
Cats in the background.
I know. Meowing.
The Hurt Locker.
That's one I never think about, but it is a good movie. It's great.
Jeremy Renner, man,
Yeah.
such a great actor. Is he walking again? I think
Yep.
he's walking
I
again,
think so.
right? Got fucked up by a snowplow.
Dude,
God,
that's crazy.
dang.
Yeah. I don't want to make fun of it or anything, but I can kind of see that being like a Simpsons bit or
Oh
something.
yeah, yep,
Homer's getting dragged for miles by.
yep.
It's like
Oh,
something that would
shit.
happen in a cartoon, you know? But fuck, it sucks. Sucks that it happened, but it's it's a weird situation.
Shit.
All right, continue. I'm sorry.
Mad Max Fury Road.
Of course.
I have that on my list too. You guys know that I love that.
3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri.
I have that too. That was such a phenomenal movie.
yeah.
That's probably one of my favorite movies from the decade.
Has
For sure.
one of the best sequences in a film when Sam Rockwell walks across the street
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
and kicks the living shit out of that fucking dude.
Yep.
And it's all one shot.
Right.
Oh, God.
You notice when Rockwell is walking up the stairs, he pulls his gun out,
Yep.
and then right as he gets to the top, he flips it around.
Yeah, flips it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because at first he was thinking he was going to shoot the guy, and then he changed his mind at the last second.
Yes. It's the little details in that movie that are so good.
Yep.
A movie called Boyhood. I don't know if y'all have ever seen that. The Richard Linklater film.
Yeah, I haven't seen it, but
I think you talked about
I've heard of it.
He directed it over a period of like 15 years.
Yeah. Actually watched a kid grow
Yeah,
up.
you actually watch a kid grow up
Yeah.
from when he's a kid. And it's,
Till he's 18, 21.
I think when it's about the time when he goes to college. So
Yeah.
probably 18, 20.
Yeah.
It's what Patricia Arquette won her Oscar for. And it's a great turn from Ethan Hawke as well, playing the dad.
I feel like I might have seen it.
Oh, it's
It's really weird because it's a fictional movie, but it was shot over the course of, like you said, 15 years or so. So you literally see this kid grow. You know what I mean?
it's never been done.
Yeah.
Never been done. The Social Network.
Mm-hmm. Of course.
I think that's probably
I didn't
Fincher at his best
I
right
didn't even
there.
see that till like 6 months ago.
Really?
7-8 months ago. Yeah.
Really? Well,
I'll just say last year. I saw it last year.
it probably doesn't hit as hard for a newcomer to watch it if they know what Armie Hammer did. Because just seeing him in a movie now, you're like, oh shit, there's that dude, that guy.
The knucklehead.
Yeah. Which brings me to another one of his films that I would say is on my list. Call Me by Your Name.
Oh, that's Chalamet.
Timothy Chalamet movie.
Yeah.
Let me just give some people some insight, and y'all as well.
Spoiler alert.
It is about a family that lives in France. And
I haven't seen it, but
the father is he's like a professor of sorts, and I'm pretty sure Timothy Chalamet is supposed to play a teenager, and Armie Hammer is a grown man that comes and applies to the class that the father's teaching, and then him and Timothy Chalamet
Was there diddling?
fuck.
Was there diddling?
There's like a scene where it's clear that they fucked, and you see both of them bare chested and they got cum on their chest.
No.
But let me get a little deeper into this film, Julie. You're going to want to hear this. Timothy Chalamet has a moment alone where he's eating a peach and then decides to stick his dick into this peach and fuck it. He comes in the peach and sits it on the nightstand next to his bed, and Armie Hammer comes in, sees that there is cum dripping from this peach, and sticks his finger in it and licks it.
ugh.
Well, okay. That was the ultimate spoiler of that movie.
Yeah, that was.
I mean, it's
That
just
was as bad as me saying something about the crying game.
It's one of your favorite movies.
I mean, it's a good film.
Bill,
It really is
Bill
a good
brings
film.
up a good discussion there.
I think it's much more hardcore than Brokeback Mountain.
It sounds like it.
Yeah, it's pretty
Lord.
fucking yeah.
Yeah.
Back on track here. I got Drive,
Okay.
Manchester by the Sea.
I have Manchester by the Sea.
There's no peaches in either of those movies.
Thank Jesus.
I'm just gonna do a couple more. The Grand Budapest Hotel, my favorite Wes Anderson film.
Yep. I was gonna put that on my list. I enjoyed
There's
that
some
too.
old lady peaches in that movie.
Yeah.
Mhm.
The Fighter,
Oh yeah, Wahlberg and
Christian Bale.
Christian Bale. Yeah. Yeah, dude, that movie has a great twist. Where
The Fighter.
Yeah, I won't spoil it, but yeah.
Oh yeah. I know what you're talking about. Yep. Dallas Buyers Club.
Oh yeah.
I didn't put it on my list because that was a one and done.
Yeah, it's pretty rough.
One and fucking done, man.
Moneyball.
Sorry, what was that?
Moneyball.
Of course, yeah.
And then I'm gonna just round out my list with a good old Mel Gibson film, Hacksaw Ridge.
Mm.
I think that one gets kind of swept under whenever talking about
Andrew Garfield
a
did a good
great
job.
wars film.
He was a hero. That got the character. It was
Yes,
based on.
so he did so much amazing shit that they had to tone down what he did to help people in the film because they thought it was going to be not believable that this dude did all that he did.
Right.
He was definitely a hero.
Without picking up a fucking gun.
Yep.
Dropping people off that ridge all night.
It was definitely I feel like it was a very emotional movie just in general.
And it kills me at the fucking end when they show the actual people and they show the actual Desmond Doss.
No.
I enjoyed it.
Off to you, Julia. What are your favorite films of the 10s?
So I just have a couple because you guys have kind of said some of the ones that I like too. I did put Prisoners. Love that movie.
How did I leave that off? Yes.
I also added Django. I think that's a truly classic movie.
Have I told the story about when I saw that?
Stands the test of time. I'm scared.
So me and my cousin went and saw that in the theaters, and we walk into the theater and it was like the 1950s movie theater. All the black people were on the left side and all the white people were on the right side.
Oh my gosh.
And the only two seats were in the middle at the very back. We were like,
okay.
yes.
Okay. I also added the first Guardians of the Galaxy because I really enjoyed that movie when it came out.
Yep.
It was unique to its own, and I really liked it.
Ooh.
Huh? It's good. I really love the soundtrack, to be honest with you.
Oh yeah, the soundtrack is what makes the movie.
The music makes that movie just 25 times better. It truly is. I also like the movie Carol.
Cate Blanchett and Rooney Mara.
Yeah, because it broke a lot of boundaries, and I think that's why I liked it so much. Because it was
a good film.
About
very good
lesbians in the 1950s, which is a big no back then.
Yep.
And plus, she was her senior. She was older.
Yeah, and
she was married. Yeah, that was a really good movie. I enjoyed it. And then I have Room. I know a lot of people shit on that movie.
I mean, it's a good film, but that is another.
It's a tough watch. It was really relevant for its time though, because that's when all these girls were getting snatched up and placed in basements and sheds and everything else. But I enjoyed it. I think that who is that? I always forget her name.
What are we talking about?
The actress in Room.
Oh, Brie Larson.
Brie Larson. Yeah. I think she did a really good job.
She won Best Actress.
Yep, I think she did a really good job in that, and kudos to her for being able to portray that because that had to be tough. Because I think it was loosely based on Elizabeth Smart. Like kind of, I know Elizabeth Smart didn't have children, but it was kind of the same what had happened to her.
Right.
And
the dynamic of her having the kid is what makes it even more stressful to watch.
It's terrible. But and that's all. That's all I have on my list. I'm sure I'm missing 800,000 movies, but
talking about Cate Blanchett and Carol, I would throw another movie of hers on this list. Blue Jasmine. Have you?
I don't think I've seen that. No.
It's a really good, really, really good film. Woody Allen directed it. Huh. She's I know she won Best Actress for it. Her husband leaves her, or he gets imprisoned, I think. And she goes to stay with her her sister and her husband. It's freaking Andrew Dice Clay playing the
Oh my God.
the brother-in-law, and it is he is so good.
Freaking Andrew Dice Clay.
He is so
whatever.
good. Just I throw A Star Is Born on this, and he plays the fucking dad in that movie.
Yeah,
He does.
he does.
Ho!
Yeah. Oh, hickory dickory dock.
God, he was so controversial back in, what was it, the 90s? 80s?
80s, 90s.
Jack
yeah.
be nimble, Jack be quick. Jack jumped over a candlestick, but let me tell you, Jack, he wasn't so nimble. Jack, he wasn't so quick. Jack ended up in a hospital with a burnt dick.
He was so stupid back then.
He did that.
And he was so controversial
He did
back
the
then.
Travolta from Grease. That was his whole
Yeah.
spiel.
He
So
was,
stupid.
He was a mess.
Yeah. Anything else about the
I
2010s?
don't
Anyone?
have any.
I'm sure we missed a shit ton of
A shit ton of
movies.
movies. Anybody
Which
got
it
any
doesn't matter
movies?
because nobody comments on these
Yeah.
anyway. So
If you guys have any movies to add to this list, please comment and let us know.
yeah,
Do it.
say something, fucking bitches.
Uh,
What we got next?
Up next, we got foreign films, kind of a running theme of this episode.
Yeah.
We're going to discuss our favorites, our foreign films in general, I guess. And yeah, we'll just wing it.
Let's do it.
Do you want me to go first? Because I have one.
Go for it.
Parasite.
Yeah.
I really have noticed that I have not watched a lot of foreign movies other than Parasite.
I don't think there's much to say about that movie other than it's flawless.
It truly is.
Right.
In fact, I kind of want to watch it again. I was thinking about that.
It is sheer perfect filmmaking from minute one until the end.
Right.
I've watched more foreign like TV series on Netflix and stuff that I have actual movies.
Korean soap operas.
Yeah.
Korean soap opera.
And I have watched the last what the Seven Samurai. I have watched that movie.
Oh,
So I do-
Seven Samurai.
Dude,
I do know that movie.
I turned on a soap opera from like Thailand one time on my Netflix just for fun.
It's
And
unbearable, wasn't it?
yeah, and that shit was on my algorithm for like 6 months. dude.
Oh, man.
I
Shouldn't
watched
have
like
done it.
5 minutes.
Shouldn't have done it.
You only have that one?
Yep.
You've seen
As I said,
more
I don't
than
think
that.
I've watched other than
You watch
those
Funny
two movies.
Games.
Huh?
You watch Funny
Oh, I
Games.
did watch Funny Games. You're right. That was what?
Right.
Would you
German?
throw that on your list?
Oh, and I watched that one you recommended.
Mhm.
The one that was German.
Yodland?
Godland?
No, that's the Icelandic.
Oh, Victoria?
Victoria.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. We've talked about those already, though. So
We have. You want me to rock this?
go for it. Yeah. Go counterclockwise.
I know that I said something about it not too long ago. Life is Beautiful.
Yeah.
It's a fantastic story to
I
it.
did.
City of God.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Seven Samurai. Oh.
That one was really good. I really like that.
Oh, yeah. It's Kurosawa at his best, I think.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Even though I haven't really seen much of his films. I've seen Yojimbo and Seven Samurai. La Haine.
Don't know that one.
Really? Wow.
Country of origin.
It is French,
I was going to say, where is it from?
and it is a fucking magnificent film. Like, foreign films have a lot of masterful, like, masterpieces.
Oh, yeah.
Like, just masterful filmmaking, writing, acting. Sometimes foreign films are just so much more superior than American-made films.
Yeah, I do agree with that.
Because American-made films appeal to the public eye.
Yeah, definitely.
And I say foreign films do as well, but they're not shown in the public eye.
It's more
Over
it's
here.
more about the art itself rather than
exactly.
entertaining.
Sorry, I couldn't figure out what the fuck I just typed. I did say Yojimbo. Yeah.
You did now.
Shit. Hang on. Amore.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Probably top 5 foreign film for me.
Mm-hmm.
I think Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. It's a fantastic film.
So why do you think foreign films could be considered better than American-made films? What makes them better, in your opinion?
They feel more like handcrafted,
Mm-hmm.
Rather than commercially mass-produced,
Right.
And I think it helps too that they have, since we're not accustomed to those actors,
Mm-hmm.
We watch a foreign film and it feels much more realistic because there's
Right.
actors you don't recognize, so you're able to like really see these characters
Mm-hmm.
that they're playing
Yeah.
in a movie. Because it's hard to like go into a film nowadays seeing like Chris Hemsworth or
Right. Yeah, I was
Chris
thinking.
Evans.
I was just thinking about Leo and Flower Moon. It's
Yeah.
like, what was his character's name? Edward or something.
Gilbert Grape's little brother.
But it's like when someone
About Arnie.
someone as famous as Leo DiCaprio is in a role, it's hard to see him as that character because his real life character is bigger than the one he's playing.
Right. Exactly.
And you don't get that as much in foreign films.
Yeah.
It somehow feels more personal,
So what about writers? Why about the storylines? Why do you think foreign people can write better storylines?
Because they have a lot more freedom.
They're not basing it off a formula. It's
Okay.
It's more
So
freestyle.
it's not based off Save the Cat.
Right.
No.
Right. Every fucking Marvel movie has the same plot, The villain comes and kicks the superhero's ass. The superhero gets stronger, comes back, kicks the villain's ass.
Yeah.
And that's every Marvel movie.
And they don't have an MPAA rating, do they? Unless they're released in the States.
Right. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. The MPAA is definitely American. So.
Yeah. And they have a lot more freedom to tell their stories.
Yeah. If you Google like a lot of foreign films on Google, I guess it'll say not rated next to the name.
Yeah.
But if you Google an American film, it'll tell you if it's R, PG-13, whatever.
Right. Yeah. I'm just going to name a few more. Stalker by Andrei Tarkovsky.
Mm-hmm.
Mother Russia. It is. A lot of people think that Russia killed him.
Possibly.
The KGB. Because his films were very like anti-Russian.
Damn.
Yeah.
All I know is there's been a lot of people falling out of windows in Russia. Yeah.
Falling out of windows, getting fucking poisoned.
Yeah.
There's a lot of that shit happening over there.
I ain't saying anything else other than that. So I ain't trying to start a war.
Stalker is one of them films where you can fall asleep and wake up like 30 minutes later and you still have no clue what's going on, but you can just jump back into it.
Right.
Because I barely understand that film. It is just so fucking long. It is so fucking long. But there's no denying that he is a master with the camera.
Right.
Like his shots are unbelievable. And he has like takes that go like 10 or more minutes.
Wow.
Wow.
And for like the 1970s, that's really fucking,
Yeah.
you're shooting on film.
Right.
So he's probably going through one case of film just with one scene.
Right. Yeah.
Old Boy.
Definitely.
Park Chan-wook.
Mm-hmm.
And then my favorite Ingmar Bergman film, since I'll just throw that director in here.
Does she have a toy in her mouth?
She's got the toy. Fanny and Alexander.
What is that?
Mm.
Fanny and Alexander is a long fucking movie as well. them dudes love making long movies back then.
Right.
Fanny and Alexander came out in 1982.
Huh.
Two young Swedish children in the 1900s experienced the many comedies and tragedies of their lively and affectionate theatrical family.
Huh.
Really good film. Really good film. But
It sounds interesting.
Just gonna.
So it's like Transformers.
Yes, exactly. And that rounds off my list.
Yeah.
Let's get the list.
I also had Old Boy on my list. Really great film. Check that out if you have a brain at all.
And if you like a good family movie, Old Boy's it.
Right.
Yeah, you can watch it with the kids.
Mm-hmm. You know, I think the world has kind of like gone through changes in filmmaking. Like each country has had like a dominant era. You know what I'm saying? Like it used to be like France, like way back in the day, and then like the U.S. kind of caught up to them, and then Russia started getting in on it. You know. But now I think Korea kind of holds that kind of crown right now.
Yeah.
Them Koreans know how to.
They know how to make some.
They know how to make some fantastic movies. Train to Busan.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
Is that what you were about to say?
It's the best. I'm gonna say it's the best zombie movie ever.
It definitely has a strong case for it.
Oh yeah, that was on my list as one of my favorite zombie or horror movies.
Yeah,
I enjoy that movie a lot.
And it's fast zombies. And,
Forgot about that movie.
There's something dramatically horrifying about a fast fucking zombie, dude.
Yep.
It is, yeah, it's terrifying.
Them zombies and the 28 Days Later zombies.
Right.
You don't want to fuck
Pretty
with.
terrifying, I
You don't
agree.
want to fuck with.
Right. Yeah. All of mine are coming from Asian countries. So
Nice.
Really?
There you go.
anything by Kurosawa is what I wrote down. That's Seven Samurai, Yojimbo, fucking everything else.
Yeah.
Because he's made literally hundreds of films and TV shows, and he's written hundreds more. He's produced hundreds more. You know, like he was literally a lifetime filmmaker. You know, all the way up until his death. Is like he would have kept going if he didn't die. You know?
I haven't seen his film in the mid 80s where he was like an old man called Ran, R-A-N.
I guess. Yeah.
It looks like it's on an epic scale.
Damn, I need to see that. Yeah, he's just a masterful filmmaker.
Oh,
And
yeah.
he would write scripts with a pencil and paper. Yeah.
It's the way Quentin does it still.
Yeah.
But I mean, you got to know that he's a fantastic director if Sergio Leone makes remakes of his films.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Got sued for it and lost.
Got sued for it. He probably didn't give a shit, though.
Right. Yeah. And I mean, one could argue that The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly is more popular than Rashomon. Is that the one they or was it Yojimbo?
Yojimbo.
They allegedly ripped off, you know.
I think Yojimbo's a few dollars more
Oh, yeah, it is one of them.
because that's where he's coming into town by himself.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah. And then next I got Anything by Bong Joon-ho. So
Yeah.
and he's got one coming up. We've talked about it a couple weeks ago.
Mickey 17.
Mickey 17, yeah.
Yeah.
Robert Pattinson.
I hope it's Robert Pattinson's big role, you know.
Right. Yeah.
Because he's just been slowly getting better and better and better.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, if you ask
He's
me.
definitely separated himself from Twilight, you know.
Oh yeah, for sure,
Thankfully.
for sure.
I think kind of all of them have at this point.
Yeah, Kristen Stewart's kind of grown out of it, and she's had a few good roles.
Yeah. That's all I got because I realized I haven't watched that many foreign films either, to be honest.
Right.
And I mean, I need to watch more, and I'm going to talk about another later on, but but yeah, like I need to broaden my horizons a little bit.
Yeah.
And we watched. Were you in our group at NFI when we watched The Raid? Yeah.
I think I wasn't in the group, but I came in there and watched half of it, I think.
Yeah, that movie's actually fucking good.
Yeah.
It's from Thailand, I think.
Yeah.
And
pretty sure it's an American director. Gareth.
Can't remember. But it's like it's action packed and gory, and it's kind of reminds me of John Wick a little bit.
Yes.
Like,
yeah,
just one guy kicking everybody's ass.
Yeah, I think John Wick really like took a lot of inspiration from that film.
Yeah, like that's another thing. The Asian market is great at making action films, like,
Gareth Evans is his name.
Gareth Evans. Okay. That definitely sounds like an American.
He's a Welsh.
I'm about to say it sounds
a Welshman.
Welshman. Okay. Whatever that means.
It's quite the list right there. I like it.
Short, but I almost put At Eternity's Gate, but that's not a foreign film. But it feels like one though.
The Willem Dafoe.
Yeah. It feels like one though. It has that sort of expressionist sort of vibe,
Right.
But
I'd put since I just thought of this actor because he plays in it at Eternity's Gate is The Hunt.
Oh yeah, Mads Mikkelsen. Mikkelsen, however you say it.
Yeah, how the fuck
he's
you say
a good
it.
actor.
Fantastic actor. And this one, he's like a school teacher, and a little girl says that he
diddled her.
But it's not.
I think I've used the word diddle like 3 times.
But
it's
not true. It's not true.
It's not true.
And it's just it's supposed to show how like the society around you breaks down.
Right.
If they know something like that has happened.
Yeah.
Right. It's just being accused of it is like.
Yeah.
Oh, it's almost as damning as actually doing the deed.
Yeah.
Nowadays, especially.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Damn.
Great film. Performance of a lifetime for him.
Yeah, that's one I've definitely been meaning to watch, but I just haven't gotten around to it.
It's seriously fantastic.
Right.
Okay. I'll check that out.
Anyone got anything else about foreign language films? Cinema?
Nope.
Movies even? Nope. Okay. All right, let's move on then. We got our Spotlight segment coming up.
Yeah.
With Mr. Lars Von Trier.
Hopefully we're saying that correctly.
I believe so, but I don't actually know. That's how I say it, damn it.
I've seen quite a few of his films.
I haven't seen as many as I thought, but
yeah,
he's a very famous, very controversial figure in the filmmaking world. Like I forgot the name of the movie, but he actually like killed an animal or something on the set. Like,
it may have been Antichrist.
I can't remember, but I don't know if it was ever like confirmed, but someone said he did. And like,
damn.
Oh my.
Yeah. But yeah, he's very controversial, but he makes some great movies.
Yeah, he made some not so pleasant comments at Cannes. Did he like say he agreed with the Nazis or something like that?
I think he was joking, but yeah.
Yeah. He just kind of shot that one
people
out there.
forget France got fucked up by the Nazis too. So
Is he French?
No, he's Dutch. I think.
Okay. Did the Dutch get fucked up by?
I don't know. I think everyone did.
Yeah. So what films have you seen of his?
I've seen the Nymphomaniac like saga, I guess you can say.
You've watched those?
Yeah. And I think that's it, honestly.
Really?
Yeah. But that's like 9 hours worth of movies. So
The house that Jack built?
I haven't seen it.
I've seen
Oh
that.
man, that is
That's some shit, man.
probably one of Matt Dillon's best performances.
Yeah, I agree.
Because
It's a crazy movie.
it's definitely, in my opinion, one of the best showings of like inside the mind of a psychopathic killer.
Yeah, again, it's definitely one that's been on my radar, but just I'm lazy as fuck. So
It's definitely there's definitely not a good moment in that film at all.
right.
Because you're just following a psycho the whole movie.
Yeah.
Um,
I might watch that tonight, actually. Fuck it.
I think you would really like it. It's intense.
It's
It's on Hulu.
definitely
Yeah.
one that you would like, I think.
Right.
I've seen the film Antichrist with Willem Dafoe.
I think
Yeah,
I've
no.
seen that too.
It's just him and his wife the whole fucking movie.
It sounds very
It
familiar
has
to
one
me.
of the craziest openings where him and his wife are fucking, and it's montaged with his little boy falling out a window.
Jesus.
I think I have seen it.
Keeps cutting back and forth between the kid falling and them fucking.
Jesus.
My goodness.
I think it's supposed to be like a metaphor for like when there's life through sex, there's death, or when there's death, there's life, almost.
Maybe.
There's crazy.
And then they go to a cabin to mourn, and shit gets wild.
I can imagine.
I'm pretty sure that's one of the. There was a moment where Willem Dafoe's character shows his dick, and they had to use a dick stand-in because apparently Willem Dafoe's was too big.
Got a
dick
fucking
stand.
hog.
Yeah,
Oh
he's
my
got.
God.
Yes. And Lars Von Trier thought it was going to distract the audience too much.
Probably.
That is wild.
Got a fucking meat hook down there.
Let's get the dick double in.
Oh my God.
Get the dick wrangler.
Yeah.
Anthony. Oh, God damn it, Anthony. I've also seen Dogville, which is a weird fucking movie. It's shot on a stage.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I think I've heard that too.
It's absolutely wild. But like Quentin thinks it's the greatest film ever written,
Really? Wow.
Interesting.
like from a writing standpoint. And then I've also seen Breaking the Waves. I think I've talked about this film before.
What's it called?
Breaking the Waves.
Okay. I think you have talked about it, but I haven't seen it.
Oilman Jan is paralyzed in an accident. His wife, who prayed for his return, feels guilty even more when Jan urges her to have sex with another.
Shit.
Okay.
Yeah, he's kind of a pervert, you know.
A little bit.
It's a rough. All
You
of
know
his
the-
movies are fucking rough.
You know them Euros, they're crazy, you know.
He's such a unique director too, because I never seen the film, but I've seen like behind the scenes to it, the film where he let a computer generate the shots and the framing. Like
Yeah.
they had a computer connected to the camera, and the computer would generate. And all you could see was like, it'd be like framing up that ceiling, and then Julia's head at the like very bottom left corner of it. And it'd be just the top of her head. Like it was so fucking weird. I've never seen the film, but
So weird.
he's a unique director. And he's got a production company
Yeah.
where they have a set of rules where you have to use like natural lighting.
Mm-hmm.
You can't use a C-stand, or you can't use a tripod.
I don't think it goes that far, but it says like
Like I think he wants majority of the films to be shot with like handheld.
it says they created a movement based on the traditional values of story, acting, and theme, excluding the use of elaborate special effects and technology. So
Oh, okay.
so like no, even though he just made a film with computers, but
Right.
no like CGI and bullshit.
Yeah. And his films are. I don't even know how to explain this, man.
There's unsimulated sex in Nymphomaniac, so
Yes.
like the actors are actually fucking.
That's the famous one with Shia LaBeuf, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
And then there's a blowjob that's real, I'm pretty sure. And then
That's what we like. That's what we like.
yeah,
But he's definitely a unique guy.
dude gets a Hummer on a train, you know. He's early in the
Don't say
movie.
that. Oh my god.
I've never watched those films. I've heard about them.
Yeah, it's like the first one is like straight porn.
Right.
And then the second, and I think there's a third one too. Like, it's more like character driven, you know?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
One of them's got Stellan Skarsgård in it.
Oh, dude, there's too many actors to even name in those movies. Like, that's like literally 12 hours worth of movies.
Holy
right there.
shit.
Yeah, like, they're long as fuck.
Holy.
God dang.
Yeah. Get the box set on Blu-ray.
For a 6-hour movie?
Yeah.
Fuck that. You've seen The House That Jack Built. Is that what you said?
I have, yes.
What did you think about it?
It was It was a crazy ass movie. It was just.
Did you like it?
I liked it, but it was a rough ride. It was good though. I also watched that. I think I watched that last year or the year before.
Yeah.
Which I know is after it came out, but I enjoyed it. I'd recommend it.
There's 2 volumes, and the uncut version is 325 minutes for both of them.
Holy shit. Holy shit.
Yeah. And it's like, if you're going to watch them, you might as well watch the uncut, right?
Right. God dang.
The uncircumcised.
Yeah, the uncircumcised. Get to see a good old fashioned uncircumcised cock.
And there's a lot of them in Europe, you know?
Yeah, they don't mutilate their children like they do over here. Drop a comment if you're circumcised or not.
Yeah, that's what we actually want to hear.
That's what we need.
Yeah.
Yeah. The movement that he founded is called Dogma 95.
Dogma.
By the way.
Yeah. I wanted to say it was Dogma, but I was sitting there thinking maybe it was the Kevin Smith movie that I was thinking about.
He also calls it the vows of chastity. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a little fucking weird.
Yeah, he's an eccentric figure, we'll say. He's a weird guy.
He's a weird dude.
Yeah.
Hit us up on the pod.
Yeah.
We'd love to have you.
It wasn't just him that founded it either. It was
the same dude that directed The Hunt.
Thomas Vinterberg.
Yeah, and Another Round.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm. I think they're both Dutch, so makes sense.
Nice.
They referenced Dogma 95 in a Black Mirror episode.
Wow.
There's a scene where someone's like taking a hostage, and one of his demands is that films need to follow the Dogma 95.
Oh, man. I know which one you're talking about.
I haven't seen it, but I read that on
that's
IMDb.
A fucking wild episode itself, too.
Right.
We discussing Black Mirror before the pod.
Right. But yeah, he's a cool guy.
Yep.
Can be a little bit of a rascal.
Yep. Don't make comments about Nazis, everybody. Just take that away from this.
But it's like his films are like ultra realistic. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they're very grounded in the deepest, darkest parts of reality.
True. Yeah. Don't come crying to us when you get traumatized or something.
When you get fucked up by one of them films, it's not our fault.
Because we're warning you right now. You've heard some of the shit we've said.
Yeah.
It's not my fault, but it is their fault. Just an FYI.
Yeah. Any other comments about Mr. Von Trier?
Check him out.
Yeah. Cool guy again.
Watch his shit.
Did we discuss if he has anything new coming out?
I think he's like on a hiatus or something right now. Because he didn't get accused of like sexual assault or anything, but
did he get in trouble?
No.
Okay.
Well, they said he had like unsafe practices and stuff on set and all that.
Okay.
Yeah. Like Bjork and Nicole Kidman kind of complained about him. So
okay. So he's on a little bit of a
right.
Of a holiday.
Like he didn't touch anybody or nothing, but you know, as far as we know.
He directed Bjork in a movie.
Yeah. And
Dancer in the Dark. I've never watched it. I've always heard that It's a great performance.
Yeah, it says he's been accused of mistreatment and negligence towards actresses during the filming process, including Bjork and Nicole Kidman.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, Nicole.
Yeah.
That's an actress we should spotlight.
Miss Kidman.
Oh, Nicole Kidman.
She's got some really older movies that I really, really like.
Fuck yeah.
She's got some movies now that are good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Hours is probably the best.
It's great.
Have you ever seen The Hours?
I haven't.
No. It on the surface, it seems like a chick flickish kind of movie. It is not a chick
Definitely
flickish
not.
movie.
Yeah, I agree.
It is a fantastic film. Fantastic film. Ed Harris in that movie, ladies and gentlemen, is phenomenal. Anyways,
We ready to move on?
Yep.
head into the last segment,
The last segment, the big dick
Yeah.
of the evening.
the one that me and Julia both failed to
Yes.
watch.
We're
So-
sorry.
And it's all right. This one is it's a slow burn for sure. And the title is Taste of Cherry,
When was it made?
1997.
Okay.
It is an Iranian film, from Iran, as they say.
You ran? You ran from where?
Yep. Stop it.
It was produced, written, directed, and edited by, Abbas Kiarostami.
Okay.
Sounds right. Good job.
So yeah, he basically did everything, is what that's saying.
Okay.
It is the only Iranian film to ever win the Palme d'Or award from the Cannes Film Festival,
Okay.
but it did have to share the award with a movie called The Eel that year. I've never heard of The Eel, but
Okay.
but yeah, still an accomplishment. It stars, again, I apologize, Hamayoun Ershadi. He plays a middle-aged man living in Tehran, which is the capital of Iran.
Oh, okay.
His character is named Mr. Badi, Badii.
Okay.
I'm not Iranian. All right. I'm white.
He's trying his hardest, ladies and gentlemen.
Anyway, a huge majority of the plot takes place in his car. And the plot centers around him driving around town looking for candidates to perform a task for him.
Okay.
Okay.
He picks people up. He meets 3-4 people throughout the plot of the movie. He talks to them a little bit, gets to know them for, a second.
Right.
And then he reveals the task that he wants them to perform. He's offering a large sum of money for anyone that will bury him after he kills himself.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
That sounds fucking heavy right there.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. It's fucking crazy. He takes them out to a remote location and shows them that he has dug a grave for himself.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Wow.
Wow.
What?
He tells them to come back at dawn to either help him out of the hole if he's decided to live, or bury him if he's decided to take his own life.
Man. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's pretty crazy.
That's fucking heavy right there.
Yeah. And the plot is very minimalist, but it's a very emotional subject. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like,
I read that it was the film was shot without a proper script, relying on improv.
oh yeah. You can definitely see that in if you watch the film, because the scenes in the car, there's never a shot where both actors are on screen.
Wow. Okay.
They have to put the camera in one seat and then shoot the other seat.
Okay.
And, so the actors weren't really able to feed off of each other. So I guess they just had to put in a lot of improv, random lines and stuff.
Right.
You know?
It's unique.
Yeah, definitely. It's odd that it's an Iranian film because of the subject matter. Like
Right.
99, like literally 99% of Iran's population is Muslim, and in Islam, it's strictly like
Frowned upon.
killing yourself is like literally the worst thing you can do. You know, like it's they'll like throw your body in prison.
Yeah.
If you kill yourself, you know.
Jesus.
So yeah, it's very. I didn't read that it had any controversies or anything in the country itself, so I don't know. Like, it's just it kind of goes against the stereotype, I guess you could say. So,
Right.
and it's very emotional, obviously, very well acted. Even though there wasn't much of a script, it's very well written as well. Like, but yeah, the acting performances definitely stand out in
Right.
the film. And
Carry it.
yeah, yeah. And it's a lot. It's very and it has that foreign film sort of mood to it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay.
Expressionist, minimalistic. You know,
Right.
It's about the story and the characters and nothing else. You know, and I really enjoyed that. So
Nice. Awesome. I feel like I really want to watch it now that we've talked about it.
yeah, definitely that's the goal.
Yeah.
And I don't think I spoiled too much because you learn all of this within the first like 30 minutes. So,
I mean, I just looked on IMDb and that's the plot line for it. So
yeah. And this movie's not really about the spoilers. It's about because there's not a whole lot of twists and turns really.
it seems
It's
like
just-
a movie that's based solely off the conversations that are had in that film.
Yeah. It's the emotions and the mood rather than the
Yeah.
twists and turns and action sequence, whatever, you know.
We're going to end up getting obsessed with Iranian movies.
I know, right?
There's been a couple at the Oscars, but I forgot to write them down. I think they were more recently, but
Yeah.
yeah, this is a great film. A girl I used to work with recommended it to me. She was born in Iran, and
Wow.
she said that her family watches it sometimes. So, yeah. So shout out to her. I'm not gonna say her name, but yeah, not for that reason. I just
Just in general.
No comment.
yeah. All right. Yeah, check it out. I think that's all that's left to be said about it without spoiling it. So,
Taste of cherries.
Taste of Cherry. Yeah.
Taste of cherry.
Yeah.
Everybody.
That's the American title for it. I'm not going to try to pronounce the Arabic.
Go ahead and
Ron,
try.
you're not gonna give it
I didn't
a
even
shot?
I didn't even write it down.
Here, I bet.
Ron's gonna do
I bet
it.
IMDb's got it.
Dude, it's in the Arabic language. You can't.
Let's
Oh,
see
it's
here.
it's like symbols.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind, Ron. It's in symbols, dude.
Team e gulas.
Perfect.
I gotta throw a in there. Sorry.
Philip, you started this shit. Not me.
Taste of cherry, everybody. Check
Taste,
it out.
yeah, that's
Check
what
it
I'm
out.
gonna call it. Taste of Cherry.
Yep.
So pretty cool little movie. You know.
Cool.
Right
Yeah,
on.
I guess that wraps us up.
Right on.
Wraps us up.
Got some shit on the screen
Yeah.
to check out.
You already know what the fuck to do, so fucking do it.
Got all them codes up
Not even
there.
gonna talk about it.
No.
Just do it.
Mhm.
Fucking do it, everybody.
Yep.
God bless. God bless America.
Mm-hmm.
We'll
Trump
keep
2050.
Trump 2050. He's gonna get.
Never say that.
He's gonna do
Don't
4
say that.
terms.
We're for real gonna get canceled now.
No, he's the boy. You know, he's the
Good
homie.
God.
He is the homie.
I'm sure anyone who like stumbled upon this podcast just automatically assumed we're Trump supporters anyway. so
Probably. Probably.
someone out in California just
Yeah, just like, oh my God.
they're sipping their like wheatgrass latte or something. You know?
Wheatgrass lawn.
I'm joking. Kyle. Yeah,
No, Kyle's drink monsters and
Yeah.
punch holes in the wall.
that's true. Everett. Then
Everett.
I'm sorry, Everett. We're just joking.
All righty, everybody.
Duncan. Yeah. All right. That wraps us up. So we're
Yeah.
gonna sign off.
See ya.